Hey guys, Hastings here, and welcome to episode 4 of Mods On, an investigational series on GTA 5 Online, where I attempt to establish which car has the most effective upgrades. Last week the Sultan was incredible, so I decided to go for another sports car, although this one quite a lot faster. Yes, this is the race car version of the Massacro. Probably pronounced that wrong, but that's pretty sure how it's spelt, so just sort of guessing phonetically. But yes, I've got one of these custom. This is obviously why I'm using it, and I'm going to take it around the track and see how it does. I'm also going to try something a little bit different this week. I'm going to try and live comment. I'll still cut it out at the end of each lap when I crash, and there's no point showing you the warm-up lap, but I'll go and do that, and I'll catch up with you in just a sec. Okay then, as we come onto our first flying lap, let's see what this car can do. I'm expecting it to go fastest. We only had 3 cars so far, 2 muscle cars and the Sultan, and the Sultan was fastest by quite a significant amount, which kind of surprised me. But it's understandable because it's in a sports class. This is also in a sports class, but it's also the racing version of another car in sports class. So I expect this to be very, very quick. I don't know how it's going to compare in terms of Did I say compare? I don't know. I don't know how it's going to compare in terms of upgrade gain, but I assume it will be more comparable to the Sultan than the 2 muscle cars. Not something I really thought about when sort of starting the series, but it does make sense that the different classes will have different upgrades of effectiveness. Very deep into that corner, I would use the handbrake to whip it round, and we've got a decent lap in. As I've said in the last few episodes, I do like to get a nice banker lap in, and then I can push it slightly harder, take tighter lines, that sort of thing. And yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, it does make sense that the different classes are all sort of bunched together in a way. It's like the 2 muscle cars were relatively close together in comparison to the distance of the Sultan anyway, so I expect this to be sort of close to the Sultan, sort of within about a second difference in terms of gain. Obviously speed, I expect it to be quite a lot faster. I don't know how fast, but quite fast. That's why I like doing it with, I generally like doing it in the post-con, because like I'm doing it now. I haven't got a clue what lap times I'm doing, I'm just driving around as quickly as possible, and we'll see which one's fastest come the end of the race. So, this could be at first, I think, if I can just get round this corner nicely, using the handbrake again. Yeah, I did a little quick test in this car. Doesn't like the last corner, it goes out very wide. I think is that 2 laps in a row now I've done without crashing. Maybe I should live comment more often. If you're watching this and you've seen previous episodes, leave a comment in the comments down below and tell me whether you prefer this live com version of this series or whether you prefer the post-com. It's I cannot believe that just happened. I'm going to carry on this lap. If this lap goes fastest, just had a quick look back. Oh, I'm still in shock. The bonnet's slightly broken because that was quite an impact. What? A little bit sideways there. There's no way this lap's going fastest. But bloody hell! I've kept it going, so I've kept it going. I'm just going to carry on. But I'm not. My days. Okay. I just what? I'm sorry. I've gone absolutely speechless. I think maybe I'm taking it slightly easier doing this as a live com. I'm not as quick when talking. I like to concentrate, but which is why I sort of push cars a lot harder and tend to crash them so often, as I have in the last few episodes. Whereas when I'm talking, I can generally drive maybe sort of 85–90% speed, but at the same time I probably crash less, which is probably a good thing. But I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I'll just see. If this goes slower than the Sultan, then you probably will never see this, because I'll be like, well, I'm obviously that much lower when I'm talking, so I might as well just not bother. And either that or I have to redo all the 3 cars before, and I'm not doing that, so I'd rather just stick back to the post-con. But yes, I am quite enjoying doing this live con, simply because I haven't crashed yet. Apart from that, I don't even know what happened with that with that barrel roll. Oh, that wasn't the best way through there. Really bogged down. I genuinely cannot get over that barrel roll. That's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god. I'm barely concentrating on these laps now because I just keep picturing that barrel roll over and over again. I might cut it out and maybe put a montage of barrel rolls at the end of the video. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I probably won't do that. My editing's not quite up to scratch to do a proper montage. It'd probably just be the same thing, replayed at different speeds or something. You know, maybe at a later date I could do something like that. But yeah, we've won our last lap. And this is a very nice car to drive, quite easy. You're watching me just drive it round, nice and tight round the final corner there. I've got nothing particular to remark. So let's move on to the fully upgraded version. Okay then, time to see what this fully upgraded version can do. All the usual, normal, aesthetic upgrades as well as all of the performance upgrades. So there's nothing else for me to really say. I've said it before in the previous episodes. Although I would just like to give a quick shout out to the size of that rear wing. It's absolutely massive. So once again, I'll shoot off, do the warm-up lap and catch up with you in just a sec. Okay then, let's see what we can do coming on to the first flying lap. And I've kind of only just realised that I went through the entirety of the standard cars race without actually crashing. I did kind of do an awesome barrel roll, but that's definitely a first for this series. I didn't crash so much that I had to reset. Normally if I have some sort of collision with the wall or the tyre bundles or one of these hay bales or something, I tend to reset the car just to get it back into 100% condition to make it as fair as possible when it does a lap. Yeah, that wasn't quite so bad, so I'll just carry on. Again, clipping the wall there. This isn't as nice to drive as the standard version. It's so much... Oh god! That wasn't too balls. I don't think that necessarily had to happen, but I kind of was panicking a bit. Yeah, okay, next lap. Okay, coming on to the next lap. And before I crashed on the previous lap, I was talking about the fact that this car is a lot harder to drive. Oh, balls, I've crashed again. I'll catch up to you in a sec. Right, let's see if I can get further around the track this time without crashing. This car feels so much quicker that it's harder to control. It's just phenomenally fast. Obviously, I don't know how it's doing comparatively yet, but it just feels so much quicker. It's almost kind of scary to drive in a way. It's so fast and it's really twitchy. It's just so responsive, which was great in the standard car, because it just made it easy to drive. In this, because it's got so much more speed as well, like I said before, pretty much all the upgrades are power related. So it's so much faster and it's still just as twitchy. It makes it so difficult to control that I just kind of keep hitting things. And one thing that I'm surprised it really doesn't like is this chicane here. You have to brake a lot heavier in this than, not just in the comparison to the standard version, but in comparison to pretty much everything I've driven around here before. But yeah, we've got a lap in, so we've got 2 more laps now to try and better it, and hopefully I won't crash again, because I've done that a few times in this car already. It's obviously just to emphasise the fact that it's harder to drive. I crashed on purpose because I wanted to make it seem wanted to make it seem like it was that much harder. I didn't. I don't crash on purpose. Oh my days, that's bumpy over there. Oh, watch out for the... Okay. I promise I don't crash on purpose. Next lap. Right, we're coming on now to what I believe is the final lap. Yeah, lap 6 out of 6. So, I just want to get a clean lap in. The last lap... Oh, balls, carry on. We'll just keep going. Okay, it's a slow lap, but we'll just keep going. I can't believe that. I want to clean it... Oh, I can't even talk now. I was going to do an impression of myself, but even that doesn't work. But I suppose messing up my words is doing a pretty good impression of myself, because I do that quite a lot. Yeah, at the start of the lap. I want to keep it clean. Crash. Fantastic. But yeah, if this is the fastest lap of the race, then there is something very weird going on. And either that or I just absolutely nailed the entirety of the rest of the lap, but I just can't do that one. I don't know the times yet at all. I've seen the time for the standard car, so you'll have to wait and see for that. And I'm predicting this is very fast. Oh my day! Oh my day! Let's keep it going. Keep it going. We can do this. There we go. Just yeah, that was very eventful finish. Hammer it over the line as well into some hay bales. I'll catch up with you a second for the times. Unsurprisingly, the standard Massacro was the fastest standard car we've had so far. Did a time of 1 minute 1.4, which is not much over a second slower than the fully upgraded Sultan, which was our fastest fully upgraded car. So yeah, this thing is damn quick. The fully upgraded time really rather shocked me. It was blisteringly fast around this track. I did it in sub 1 minute. It did it in a 58.3, or nearly, just under 58.4. Which is a phenomenally quick lap time. But the gain was only 3 seconds. So that left me a bit bewildered. So it's like half of the Sultan, the fellow sports car, whereas the two muscle cars are very close together. So it's actually gone bottom of the table, even though it's the fastest. Work that one out. So I will leave you with my bewilderment, make of it what you will, and I'll see you for the next one. Hastings out. Goodbye.